Cool. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and today's daily, which is July 31st, 2025. And of course, we've got puzzle page in front of us. Let's get our free tokens and get into this page and see what we've got going on for our puzzles today. Let's get our discount. Nothing on the main board for little tidbits of stuff. So let's jump into Armada. That's the first one here. Let's just pop on these guys real quick. And of course, put in all of these. And what else do we have now? This one is done, so it's out. The 3 is done. This one is done. This guy here can't be in. What else do we have? This 5 here is done, so those are all in. We're just going to finish this one. This 5 here has to be finished, which finishes this 2. We're just going to say this 4 has to be done, which says this 1 is done, which says this 5 is done, which says this 2 is done, which means this one's in and you're out. There we go. Good. What else do we have? Alrighty, let's do the picture cross. See what we've got here. We've got some 11s, or 11 and a couple of totals that add to 11, so we can get some stuff in for there. Actually, we just know this pink or purple guy down here has to be this, and that's going to finish this first row. Now it's going to finalize all of these ones that look like 11s, because we only have 11 left over since this first one's done. So all of these are in. All of these, oops, not you. This one and this one. And let's fill in the gaps here. So 2, 2, 1, 1. This is a 9 in here. These guys look like they're good. What about the 2, 2? Yeah, it's going to have to be this, this, and this, this. And then, of course, we're going to finish up on the 3s. Now, this 7 in between here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're going to have those for the moment we can put in. What else do we have? What about this grouping? 3, 7, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this guy should be done as well. So let's put him in. This is this color. Okay. Some of these colors are real close to each other. I think I've said this before, but they can be a little bit hard to see on some of these screens. Particularly on the one that I'm working off of. My other one over here, you can tell a little bit better. But actually, let's go back down to here because we can just see what a lot of these things are. Just pop in the ones that have to be done, and then the last bits here are the red ones. Excuse me. What else can we say then? Let's start looking at these guys here, because these 4 will say this is a 4. Now this 2 says we can't, well, this 2 says we can't go this way, and we have to have a 2, so it goes this way. That's going to finish you off. What about these 2s? Well, one of them goes up, one of them goes down. I guess that's what we can, the inference we can make from that is because we have to put a 1, so one of these will go up. This one can't be the one that goes down because this will force this one up, and then you'll have this gap at the 7. So this one goes up, this one goes down. That's going to tell us that this is just like this, so we're getting kind of symmetrical here. Can we fill in this gap here? So it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 gaps, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this one's just good to go. So let's fill in the blanks. Those guys in there. Excuse me, I don't know what the heck is going on with my throat. I can't get it going. Get some liquids there to help that one. Then we can finish these guys. The 4s and a 4. This 3 has to connect. This 3 here means this is in, and then this guy will have to be in to finish the 1. Now we got this singular here, 4, that we can finalize. Then all we have left are these guys, and they just have to be these 2. Looks like it's a cake or something like that. Strawberry cupcake. Okay. Close enough, right? Good, good. Okay, cool. Let's get that background set right. Let's do, we're going to have to do a a video if we want to do the wordy. Let's do the picture sweep to start. Or at least for the next one, I should say, not to start. This one here is done because it already sees one. This one here sees one. That's going to give us these 3. Do we have anything else on the edges that we can just use? Not at the moment. This one has one of these 2. We can actually use that because we know one of these 2 is in, but the other one is out. So that means the 8 will always have all of these in. Let's see if that does us any good. It does, because it tells us this 4 now is done. The 3 is done. The 2 is done. So these are all out. This 6 now must just be finalized. Good. This 2 is done. That's going to... No, wait, the 1 is also done over here. So these are... I can just fill these last ones. And you don't have to fill in the ones that are not next to a clue, but you can if you want to. This 2 here says these 2 are in. I think that'll finish the 1, 2... Oh, it won't finish the 5. We need one more of the 5s. I guess we can still use that thought process on the 8. Well, no, we can't, because this could be the one... Well, we could. I'm not going to... It's not necessary there. We'll move on to something else here for a second. What do we have? The 7. Here we go. The 7 already sees 2 that are not filled in, so the rest of them have to be. That's going to finish the 3. Good. This 5 is just done because it has to fill in the rest of these. That's going to finish this 3. Good. Is this 5 done too? It is, because we're on a corner here and it sees 4 blanks, so these must fill in. This guy's almost done, but not quite. This 5 now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, he is done, which means the 7 now is done, which means the 4 is now done. The 5s and the 4 are not quite there, but the 2 is done, which will give us our 5 actually, and the 4 together, because we have to put 2 more, and putting the 2 more finishes this. No, switch over like I asked. Good. Now, what else do we have? This 3's not quite there. The 4, though, is. That's going to push you. This says the 7 now is done because it has 2 blanks attached to it. The 6 needs 1. Oh, the 3 is done now because it sees these 2 and this one in the corner. The 6 needs 1 more, so it goes here. That's going to finish the 5. So these are all out. Now, the 7 and the 8, we're going to have to be able to figure out how those guys are working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, the 7's done. Duh. For some reason, I didn't see those 2. These 2 are in. Now, is that going to finish the 5 and put this as a blank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does, which means then the 8 finishes here. So all the stuff up here is now done. So we got to come back down here. And how are we going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this 5 over here is another one of those corners where it sees 4 blanks, so these have to be in, which means this guy is done. The 3 needs 1 more, so you're in. That's going to finish the 1. Now this 2 has to finish, and this 2 is done. This guy is just out. It's got nothing left. This 3 here says this one's in, which means this one's out. Now we just have to finish these 2. Okay, the 2 here sees 2, so this is out. That's now going to say these 2 are in to finish those. And then, wait, that's not right. Hold on, go back. 1, 2, oh, this 3 is done. That's what I needed to see. That finishes that guy and this guy. Now this 3 has to be in. That should finish. Why is it not? Shoot, I've done something wrong apparently. Because all of this is done now. But something isn't right. This 3 is wrong. Let's go back over here. There we go. Okay. I just messed that one up. What is? Oh, it looks like a picnic table. Yeah, picnic bench, what have you. Couldn't add this morning. All right, let's go into a crossword. try those now. See if we can get a good one today. Physical work. Manual. Looks like it's it. Network of passages would be a maze. Making from wool. Is it gonna be like twining? Will that fit? No. Making from wool. It's something like that. I'm just, for some reason, I can't think of the right word there. Ship's barrier. Ships have rails, don't they? Yeah, okay. Commemorative inscribed tablet would be a plaque. Good. Let's go to this guy. King's official seat would be the throne. Cuts wood, saws. Went whiter in sunlight, bleached. Yep, got that one. Lose speed would be to slow. Nickname, inference would be a... Why can't I think of the word that I'm trying to think of? I don't know the answer, so let's do some of the downs here, and then hopefully fill some of that stuff in. Hot liquid rock would be magma. Flow out would be exude. Let's go to these guys. Manufacturer would be just be the maker. Louder would be noisier. Good. Choral voice, alto. Knitting. Okay, yeah, I was just being slow on that guy. Good. Now let's go down here. Cabs would be taxis. Lake in river. Lake in... Oh, an oxbow. Okay. It's like that didn't make any sense for a second, but we got there. Celebrity event would be a gala. Or a gala. Clamped down on. Quashed, I think is what they're looking for. Yep. Move towards slyly. Sidle. Sidle up to somebody. And then nickname. Handle. Okay, there we go. I probably wouldn't have gotten handle without some hints on that one. Cool. Let's do the quote slide. Those are always one of my favorite ones to do. Arnold Palmer. Okay. Wow, this is a long freaking word. Okay, this is going to have to be A. Let's start with the things that are easier. This is going to have to be an O. We don't know if it's an of or an on. What about you? This could be of, on, an. What about you? Con. This is probably just and. Yeah, let's put those in there for that point now. This would mean this has to be of. I had a feeling this would be a CO word, but trying to think of what it would be, but it's a little bit too vague just at the moment. Okay, this is going to be a C word as well, probably. Boo. There's some big words in this one. Usually the larger the words, obviously, the harder it is just to pick them out and try to figure out what they are. We've got a couple of here. Combination, I think, is one of them. Which is probably this one. Oh, wow, that doesn't fit. Oh, this one above it. Shoot, I missed it by one letter. Try this side. Just picked the wrong one. Combination, this is a combination of, oh, is it concentration? Yeah. Come on now, work. Concentration comes, no, I was gonna say do, but it's not do. Concentrations comes out of a combination of confidence. Come on, work. And hunger. Okay, makes sense. Cool, we got there. A lot of CO words on that one, long CO words. Cool. Okay, good. Which one are we gonna do now? I'm not doing Sudoku. I don't know if I want to do an O&X. Let's do the, well, I'm gonna do the ad for this thing. I'll cut that out, obviously. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get into this thing. Let's do our normal. Let's get a baseline of what this could be. Okay, we have an A and an E in the appropriate location, so unlikely that putting pious in will help. So this is going to be like an ADE, an ATE, something like that. I think, well, pious might have actually helped because this could be like plate. Is that really the word we want to use here? Let's give it a try, see what happens. Okay, it is LATE. It could be elate. It doesn't have to be a vowel there. Is there anything else that will, it could be slate. Anything else? I think that's it. So I'd rather do slate. I guess we should have done pious because it would have said it wasn't a P and it would have told us there was an S if that was, wasn't it. Okay, so that's not all that great. Let's do elate. See if that one works. Yep, there it is. So it was the first one I thought of, but we got there pretty quickly on that one. Good. Sometimes those beginner words really help out, and sometimes they kind of just remove options. All right, what have we got left? Let's do the word slide, and that might be the end of today's. Again, word slides are not typically, ooh, it's got an X in it. Word slides are not typically the ones that I do the best at, so what is going to end in X? Apex, I think, is a word we could put in here. We got to use this P, though. Okay. We'll put that there for now and see what happens. What else can we say? Starts with an S. This could be shade. Wait, no, it can't, because we can't put an E here. Forget that. What can it end with? Could be an ED. Should-do-do-do-do? What if it was ED? What does that leave us? Shied, as in you shied away from something? Let's go that way for a second. This has to, L has to go here. Then this is going to have to be an E in this instance. This has to be an M. This will be, I guess it could be hemi, but hemi's kind of a shortened word, so I'd rather do hemp. This would be an I. This could be elfin. That works. Mafia. That's interesting. And once. These all seem to be working. Cool. We got it. There's also a little bit of luck in those ones when you just start putting in the words you think they are, because sometimes they will be, sometimes they won't. Alrighty. Well, we're pretty early. Let's just do all of these. First time we'll get all of them done, except of course Sudoku. Let's just do the O and X. We're here. Might as well do it. X. There's gonna be an X here as well. We can put that one there and that one there, and then these two will become X's. That's going to force the O. This will be an O, then the XO. Then we can do the diagonals. keep forcing those guys down the lines. That'll give us something. This will be O, these will be X's. We're going to have another one here. Then we can put the X's here and finish the O there. Do we have anything crossing? This one is X and O. This one is O and X, and that's going to come back down here and get these going, and then go back here. Pop those guys all in. That's going to come back down this way. This becomes the X and the O. So is this an O? Then this will be O, this will be O, this will be X. Let's go back this way. O and X. This one will be O, this will be X. That'll force the O here into X's. Then we can plop the O down here. This will also be an O with an X. X's, X's, this is O. That's going to force X and O and X and O. And this will be O and this will be X. There we go. Easy peasy. And that will be every puzzle except for the Sudoku, which again, we do enough Sudoku in the main videos, so not going to do it here. So cool, we've got everything done. Awesome. I think that's probably a first for this. We didn't have anything in the middle, which would have been kind of fun to do something like that. But with that said, that was July 31st, 2025. I hope y'all enjoyed that one, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.